Mr. Orson Wilde is here, and I'm going to stay with Miss Alice.
What?
Did you forget? Orson Wilde, you know, the star of American theatre. And he's visiting and staying with us. You did forget?
No, not that. I meant you wanting to stay with Miss Alice.
Yes, that's right. Miss Alice suggested it. She told me you couldn't possibly refuse.
Why don't you stay with Mrs. Hudson?
Oh, but Miss Caitlin has more in common with Miss Alice, and they get along so well.
Guess what, Mrs. Hudson? Mr. Wilde is here to study my father's character for his next play. And he won't be disappointed, will he? Father is so pig-headed.
I can't believe it! The great Sherlock Holmes standing in front of me! I'm sure that our two brains will...
Brains.
Mr. Wilde, your room.
Charming. This is such a fascinating city.
We need to talk.
I'd rather not. You're going to be angry again. Goodbye, Mr. Wilde.
Is it 5 o'clock already? I think I might go and ask Mrs. Hudson for some tea.
Oh, come on, Toby. Your soap bath couldn't have been as bad as... It would be better to examine Wilde's belongings before he returns. Oh, Wilde's already making himself at home. Wilde truly has a perfect disguise kit. Do actors really need all this? This must be grease paint. I use the same brushes for makeup. Face powder of an excellent quality.
I forgot my hat. Father?
I am just checking,
You've got something on your face. Is it makeup?
It might be. Practicing my disguises, you know me. No, don't touch that!
Ah, Mrs. Hudson, with our tea.
Not quite. We have a visitor. However, the lady is not so much angry as perplexed.
Good day to you, gentlemen. My name is Mary Sutherland. I have come to you, Mr. Holmes, because I would give everything I have to know what has become of Mr. Hosmer Angel.
Why the haste, Miss Sutherland?
Mr. Hosmer Angel has disappeared, and my father, Mr. Winterbank, will do nothing. It makes me so angry.
Mr. Windybank is your stepfather, surely, since the name is different?
Well, indeed, I call him father, although he is barely older than myself.
And your mother is alive?
Oh, yes, although I wasn't best pleased when she married again, and so soon after father's death, and to a man so much younger than herself.
What is your connection with Mr. Hosmer Angel?
I met him at the gasfitter's ball. Mr. Winterbank did not wish for me and mother to attend. He never did wish us to go anywhere, but this time I was quite set on it. Fortunately, he left for France upon some business, and so didn't have any say in it. And I met Mr. Angel that night. We met again after that and would take walks together. But then father returned, and we could no longer meet.
Why was your stepfather against your going anywhere?
Well, he didn't like anything of that sort. He used to say that a woman should be happy in her own family circle.
Did Mr. Hosmer Angel make no attempt to see you?
Well, father was going off again in a week, and Hosmer wrote and said that it would be better for us not to see each other until father had gone. After that, he stopped writing.
Do you have your own income?
I do, from an inheritance. It was left to me by my Uncle Ned in Auckland.
Then you have all that you could wish for, naturally.
Well, I live at home and don't wish to be a burden to my family, so they have the use of the money.
Where does Mr. Angel live?
I don't know exactly. I address all of his letters to the Leadenhall Street Post Office for collection.
Were you engaged?
Oh yes, Mr. Holmes. Right after the first walk that we took.
Is there anything else that you can tell me about Mr. Angel?
He is a very shy man. He would rather walk with me in the evening, so as to be discreet. I put a missing persons notice in last Saturday's Chronicle. Here's a copy, and a letter from him.
Ha! A love letter. Yes, I see. As I anticipated, this validates my deductions perfectly.
What deductions, Mr.
Mr. Wilde. Holmes. Tell her. A love letter? Aren't you dying to read it, Holmes?
Mr. Holmes, what do you think about the letter on the table?
This is strange. The love letter is typewritten. We had a wonderful time together, didn't we, while your father was in France? I'm waiting for the moment when your stepfather leaves once more. Miss Sutherland only met with Hosmer Angel while the stepfather was absent. Hosmer Angel decided not to leave his signature. Good quality paper, quite smooth. Fairly common ink, nothing special. Let's study this letter more closely. There are some letters with typographical defects. Miss Sutherland, do you have any other letters from Mr. Angel?
Unfortunately not. But I've brought my father's letter from Paris. Here it is.
The stepfather's letter is also typewritten. I hope that you'll be an obedient girl. Take my advice. Stay at home. Quite common paper with a light yellow tint. Fairly common ink, nothing special. Miss Sutherland's stepfather's signature. The stepfather is trying to keep the daughter at home. Let's study this letter more closely. There are some letters with typographical defects. Both letters have typographical defects. They merit further attention. This letter has a defect. There's the same letter with the same defect in both instances. One more letter with a defect. One more letter with a defect. Another letter match with the same defects. Another letter match with the same defects. So, based on the specific defects, we could say that these letters were composed on the same typewriter. You should try to let Mr. Hosmer Angel vanish from your memory, as he has done from your life.
Then you don't think I'll see him again?
I fear not.
Then what has happened to him?
Your stepfather married your mother for her money, and also enjoyed the use of your income. But with your personal advantages, it was clear that you would not remain single for long, even with him keeping you at home. He found a crook by the name of Mr. Hosmer Angel. He was paid to make you fall in love and promise your devotion, whereupon he would disappear.
Oh, Mr. Holmes. No, I can't believe it. But we were engaged. Oh, it's horrible to think about. But thank you for all you have done, Mr. Holmes.
Holmes, you could have been more diplomatic.
What is going on?
Mr. Holmes, is everything all right?
Oh my God. Go back to your flat and stay there with Kate. It's ticking. I see wires inside. They could be connected to the cover. A fancy ticking homemade gift from a secret admirer. I have 2 minutes to defuse it. There are wires attached to the bell and hammer. When the alarm triggers, the bomb will explode. Aha! This solenoid protects the bomb from being easily diffused. If it loses its power supply, it will close contact between the secondary chain wires and the bomb will explode. A source of electricity for the detonation. A package with explosive material. There are wires going in and out. It's useless to predict how they might be tangled up inside. Whew. Aha! There are wires. A source. A pack. There are wires attached to.
What happened?
Just a small bomb.
Somebody wants to kill me? What for?
I don't believe that you were the target.
Who then?
Mr. Holmes, are you all right? I saw the bloke. I tried to catch him, but he escaped.
Wiggins, tell us everything you saw.
The fellow was watching your place, so I thought maybe he's a client. But then he took something out of his jacket and threw it, smashing your window. I shouted at him and he took off. I grabbed him by the sleeve, but he wriggled out of his jacket and left it. I'm sorry I didn't catch him, Mr. Holmes.
You did very well, Wiggins. Can you describe the man?
He was thin, about 5'5", with black hair and a hair lip.
Now, let's take a look at that jacket.
Here it is.
Good job, Wiggins. Here's a penny.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Holmes.
Who tried to kill me, Mr. Holmes?
Good job, Toby. Thanks to Wilde, my analysis table has been completely destroyed. Let's see what's inside.
There could be a hidden message that's been written with some lemon juice.
No, don't touch anything else. There are ink stains on this piece of paper. I could read the text with the help of my analysis table if Wilde hadn't already destroyed it. A poem. But what does it mean?
This isn't a poem. It's a song called Rally Mohawks. That great moment when America rebelled against England's dominance. Then rally, boys, and hasten on to meet our chiefs at the Green Dragon. And I bet they hoisted a tankard of ale and invented a new nation. Along with deciding if this was the week they got to dump some tea into Yon Harbor.
Why ever did he keep such a song in his pocket? JT are the owner's initials. Here it is. That's all I can do for now. Let's try and get a few hours of sleep.
How can you sleep when there is someone trying to kill me? How selfish.
my, I see you and...
It's incredible how quickly Mr. Wilde has understood, Father.
Did you sleep well, Kate?
Very well, thank you, Father.
Is that Wilde? Whatever is he doing now?
He's transforming you into a legend.
Oh, silly man. Kate, what's the matter?
Well, I just came by to tell you that I'm going to the zoo with Alice. We'll be having lunch in town.
The zoo? What on earth for?
Perhaps because it is my birthday today?
I'm so sorry, Kate. With Wilde's visit, Look, here's some spending money. Go and treat yourself to a thing.
All right. I'll go then.
Kate.
You never do anything right.
All right. Come here.
I've had enough of you not caring about me.
I do care. I've just had a difficult night.
Yes, Alice told me about the bomb, but you wouldn't.
Kate, I only want to protect you.
You don't understand anything. I wish Alice would adopt me.
Don't be ridiculous.
I don't know why my parents entrusted me to you. Did they really know you?
Kate, come back! Damn it. Such a waste. This Alice, I have an odd sense about her. It's as if she's playing with... This would be a good opportunity to investigate Alice's flat while they're absent. And anyway, it'd be better to visit the Green Dragon Tavern during the evening. Better not go outside. The journalists would notice me. Mrs. Hudson is not at home. Force is not an option. I should find a back room. Alice has recently used this. A phonograph cylinder. Alice's childhood was spent with her aunt, until the aunt's death. Alice was unhappy with all of her adopted families. She's spying on me. It looks as though Alice has not slept here for a long time. It appears that Alice sleeps in this armchair, as uncomfortable as that must be. A soothing drug to aid sleep. It has no smell. It has a bitter taste. No smell, bitter taste. It's a tincture of barbiturate. Alice prepared a gift for Kate. She remembered her birthday. Well, women are good at that sort of thing. Sarah de Bouvier is Alice's mother. Strange taste in literature. Her full name is Alice Floella Hamilton. Alice used her mother's name to lease the flat. Kate probably sleeps here. This lock is quite new. Oh my God. Louis Napoleon Bonaparte. Charles Darwin, English naturalist and geologist. My word, look at this setup. Alice practices spiritualism. Abraham Lincoln. It's my distant ancestor, Horace Verne. William Hamilton. But I know him. He was a bandit who I arrested 20 years ago. Alice knows about Zacharias Greystoke, the victim from the bowling club. I solved that crime.
William Hamilton, are you there? Can you hear me? I wish to hear from you. Daddy, I'm so glad to hear you. Daddy, talk to me, please. Don't leave me alone, Daddy. Oh, no.
Alice is talking with her father, William Hamilton. The wheelchair is the same as the one in the photograph above. I finished here, time to go. It's closed.
What can I do for you, Mr. Holmes?
I have to be careful in this den of iniquity.
Well done, Bobby! On Adam!
I put a penny on Adam
Bobby,
winning.
push back! Bobby!
Hey, you!
Just
Shut up!
Well
Hey,
done,
you!
Bobby!
Shut up!
Well done, Bobby! Adam, come on! You're gonna win!
Bobby, push
Bobby!
back!
I just
you,
put 5
shut
pence
up.
on you. Well done, Bobby!
I should be quiet so that I can listen to what people are saying.
Let's celebrate.
There's no one to eavesdrop on.
Want a beer?
Good beer. Strong.
Perhaps I should try it.
I need a refill.
There's no one to eavesdrop on
Let's
from here.
celebrate.
Hey, this is my table.
I can hear nothing from here.
I need a refill. I drink to forget that I drink. Bottoms up.
I can hear nothing from here.
I need a refill.
Let's celebrate.
I've lost too much here. Damn poker.
There's an illegal gambling den in here.
I need a refill.
Let's celebrate.
The attack on Holmes failed.
Interesting. They have some kind of...
I need a refill.
inside.
I drink to forget that I drink.
Let's celebrate.
The man with the air lip. He was afraid. He ran upstairs.
The man with the hair.
Let's
Could be my
celebrate.
attacker.
Cheers. Bottoms up.
Hey, what are you looking for? Get lost.
Let's celebrate.
Pour me a double. I'm going outside for a cigarette.
He has a pass. He could steal it to gain entry. A neat job.
Let's celebrate.
You can get in.
Cheers.
You're still here? You can get in, you know.
Is the boss at his place?
Yeah, he's waiting for you.
Our man. I should find a way to follow him.
The door to the gambling room is there.
Let's celebrate. Luck is on my side.
Bid out for a shilling.
All in.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? That's private. Gamble or get...
Think fast.
I have to get across to the other side. Perhaps from there I can reach the guarded area. I have to create a diversion that will move the guard away from the door.
What are you looking at?
Bid out for a shilling.
They allow knives here. A well cared for hat.
You loser.
All in. I can smell the money.
He uses the extra cards to cheat. A button for a mechanism. He uses a mirror to look at the cards during the deal. This is a holdout that deals extra cards. The rope leads from one sleeve to the other. If the rope's cut, it'll release the hidden cards and expose his trick. That's what I'll need to do
It's
for a
my
diversion,
lucky
then I
day.
can get outside.
Make it snappy. Think faster. Luck is on my side.
You loser.
All in. I can smell the money. What are you looking at?
Bid out for a shilling.
Make it snappy.
You loser.
Yeah, I'm gonna win.
Like it's on my side.
Get up for a shilling.
All in. Ah, it's my lucky day. Fools
You
are
snappy?
think faster.
Like it's on my side.
Ah, it's my lucky day.
I have to try and go around.
You take that! Get off me! You villain! You bad boy!
Those must be the windows of the guarded rooms. The man from the gambling room is the same card-cheating accessory. They only left this room recently. clever invention for hiding gambling items in the event of a police raid. The hammer. Jack Cole, I remember him from the raid 3 years ago. Doesn't look like a key from an ordinary door. A crack. There might be something behind the cupboard. Damn, I'm late. No. It's evident that all of these items were stolen by Jack Cole's gang. It's the suitcase belonging to that fellow with the hairnet. No doubt these things were stolen. Our man. Most likely with his family. Our man. After moving into our new home. This fellow pawned his belongings. He must be in great need of money. Butler's pawn shop in Lambert Street. He apparently lives near this pawn shop. What's going on in there? Save Orson, quick. Holmes! You sneaky bastard, I'll kill you! Holmes! You sneaky bastard, I'll kill you! Holmes! You sneaky bastard, I'll kill you! Holmes! You sneaky bastard, I'll kill you!
Who are you?
You are Alice, yeah? Listen, Holmes suspects something.
What are you talking about?
You must be more discreet. Your little game with his daughter.
No! Too soft, Holmes.
But you are Mr. Holmes. Why on earth?
You see, she recognized you. I expected it. You must live the character. You see...
Now you go upstairs right away or I will drive you back to that pub, understood?
And there you are. You've got it. All right. But seriously, you should take acting classes.
I know that you came here to avenge your father. You moved into my building, you've spied on me, and now you prepare your revenge through my own daughter.
Don't be such a fool. I adore your daughter. You see conspiracies in everything.
I have good reason to. Perhaps you forget what I do for a living.
How I pity you. You mistake sincerity for dishonesty.
Do you dare tell me that your presence here is accidental?
Obviously not. When the opportunity arose for me to meet you, then I came, but not with hatred, rather more with fascination. I had hoped to learn something about my father from you, some answers as to my identity, when, strangely enough, I find that you yourself are a riddle, even to your own daughter.
You shouldn't have involved my daughter in your sick problems. You're only confusing her.
It's over. She doesn't know it yet, but I'll be leaving soon. I've finished my business here, and you will never hear from me again.
Good. But you better speak to me directly. No being furtive.
I had no idea that you could show such a high level of indulgence towards the children of criminals. I'm going. Please, I beg you, do not spoil my last moments with Caitlin.
It's a good thing that I came to help you at the tavern, Holmes.
Actually, I would far rather you stop helping me. Oh my, I see you and Kate are best friends already. Here it is. Here it is. Our suspect with his family near their house. Good day to you, madam.
Good day, sir.
I'm here to see your son.
Jeremiah? He's not at home now.
Might I ask you a few questions about him? Perhaps we could speak inside.
I don't know who you are, sir, but I'll have to ask you to leave right away.
She won't speak with a stranger.
Mr. Holmes. Good day to you, Mr. Holmes. At your service, Mr. Holmes.
He's not guilty.
Calm down, dear. Can I help you, Mr. Holmes? Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes, you're still alive.
I can tell that that displeases you.
Oh, a faulty deduction for once.
Due to the attempt made on my life, I would like you to apprehend Jack Cole.
All right, Mr. Holmes, we'll apprehend him immediately.
Inspector, the suspect has been apprehended.
There you are, he's all yours. No need to thank me. How can I help you, Mr. Holmes?
Personalized thuggery. How novel. Expensive cigarettes.
Mr. Holmes?
Please, escort this suspect. So, Jack the Hammer Cole, we meet again.
Why am I here?
Don't pretend that you don't know. You're a suspect in the case of an attempt made on my life.
Rubbish. Just like the old days, eh? Arresting me on suspicion. You've got nothing.
Oh, no? How about the revenge for the trouble that I brought to your gang? And also your brother.
Don't you dare mention my brother.
Your brother was hurt. It was a regrettable accident. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I can hardly be blamed for that.
What? You bastard. You're the one responsible for him becoming a cripple. He was innocent. An accident, you say? Oh, I can't wait for the moment that you get whacked proper.
Quod erat demonstrandum.
That's your proof. If I wanted to kill you, you'd be dead already.
Do you know what happened at Baker Street that night?
I do know, but I had nothing to do with it.
And where were you at the time?
I was at my tavern all night long.
I see. I went to your place and I saw a man with a hare lip arriving to meet with you. What business do you have with him?
Business? He's a regular customer, that's all.
And what about the suitcase that your regular customer brought to you?
What? What are you talking about?
Why, the suitcase full of stolen silverware that I found in your secret room?
What? How? You search my room? It's not stolen. I often buy a lot of different things and sell them on after. It's all legal.
Oh. Oh, I believe you.
Mr. Holmes?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. It is my business to know what other people don't know.
Stay here, don't move. Stay here, don't... Stay here, don't move. Oh my, I see you and Kate are best friends already.